Bel-Air can replicate the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's iconic ending, but it will only work if it does one thing first. Bel-Air Season 4 has been confirmed to be the show's last, much to the disappointment of fans, and there has been some discussion about how the spin-off series will wrap up everyone's stories. Some have argued that Bel-Air should have a different ending to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, maintaining the show as a separate project. However, others argue that a callback to the Fresh Prince's iconic ending would be conclusive and nostalgic. Copying the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's iconic ending scene would be a risky move for the spin-off, mainly because it may not have the same impact. Bel-Air has changed a lot of things from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to fit its more serious tone and deliver a completely separate project that is only based on the sitcom. Therefore, replicating such a prominent moment would be hard to pull off, and it would not have the same effect if Bel-Air copied the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's emotional ending because the characters aren't in the same place. Bel-Air Season 4 needs a time jump for it to replicate Fresh Prince's ending. Copying the sitcom's ending would not make sense for Will. Will standing in the empty house in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Season 6, Episode 24 done. Bel-Air would need a time jump to accurately replicate the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's ending because Will has not spent enough time with the Banks family to achieve the original show's effect. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air aired for 6 seasons, with an astonishing 148 episodes. In contrast, Peacock's Bel-Air is made up of 4 10-episode seasons, equating to only 40 episodes in total. While Bel-Air's episode run times are often more than double that of the original sitcoms, there still hasn't been enough time to replicate the events of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's saddest episode. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's ending saw the Banks family moving away from home, each going in different directions, leaving Will behind in Bel-Air to finish his studies. The moment marked true growth for the character as he takes the Banks lessons to heart. Replicating this in Bel-Air would require a time jump because the Banks family leaving Will now would feel like abandonment, as the character has not had the same amount of growth. Therefore, to avoid a failed replication of the sitcom's ending, Bel-Air might benefit from a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Easter egg instead. Why Bel-Air might be better off not replicating Fresh Prince's ending. Bel-Air needs to stand independently until the end. Bel-Air might be better off if it didn't attempt to copy the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's ending to avoid trying to fit so much character growth for Will in the final season. If they were to go down the same route, a lot would need to happen to Will in Bel-Air Season 4, and the show's conclusion might feel rushed. Instead, it would be better to focus on the actual story and come to a different conclusion which is more fitting, without trying to tackle the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's legacy as having one of the best final sitcom scenes. Furthermore, although Bel-Air has plenty of references to the original sitcom, including cameo appearances, they have never felt out of place. If Bel-Air copied the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's final episode, it would feel somewhat forced. Much like a Will Smith cameo in Bel-Air Season 4, recreating too much of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air will take away from the show's independence and authenticity. Therefore, we can only hope that the ending of Bel-Air Season 4 stays true to what the show has always been, a unique spin-off series that tastefully reimagines its source material into an independent story.